Example 10 on page 616, solve this equation. Alright. Very similar to last example, where you're given, the equation you're given is not an obvious k of the quadratic equation. Okay, it's not obvious. All you see is that from this quadratic equation, you know that this term and this terms are related by a factor of 2 because 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? How about this one? We're given x minus 3 square root of x minus 4 equal to 0. This square root of x, you can rewriting this as x raised to 1 divided by 2. Okay? We learned how to convert from radical to exponent. And then for x here, if you notice that x and this, okay, x has the exponents 1, right? Think about this. If you multiply by 2 for this square root of x, multiply by 2 to the exponent of this x, which is the square root of x, you would get 1. If you multiply by 2, okay? If you multiply by 2, then you would have 1/2 times 2 is equal to 1. That means you would have this exponent right here, 1. So I hope you see that this variable and this variable both related by a factor of 2. Same idea here. These two variables relate by a factor of 2 because 1 times 2 is 2. For this square root of x, which is x raised to the 1/2 power, if you multiply by 2, you get 1, which is the exponent of this leading term. Okay? So that means you know that this is a quadratic equation, but you have to make it happen. It's not an obvious k. So, if you let u equal to square root of x, okay, and replace this to this equation, you would get, let's see, let me rewrite the equation. So replacing u equals square root of x here, you would get, let's see, how would you replace this? Don't forget this one is square root of x times square root of x is equal to x, okay? So that means this, if you written this in terms of square root of x, it would be square root of x times square root of x, okay, minus 3 square root of x minus 4 equals 0. So I'm rewriting the given equation to be in the form of square root of x, because I let u equal to square root of x. Alright, so this square root of x times square root of x is square root of x squared minus 3 square root of x minus 4 equals 0. Now u is equal to radical x, right? So replace u in here for this radical x squared minus 3, replace u for this radical x, you get u minus 4 equals to 0. U squared is just u squared, okay? You can simplify this to u squared. Now, after letting u equal square root of x, you see that you get the standard form of the quadratic equation here. Now, you can start using the quadratic formula to solve this, or you can, let's see, you can factor this out. Let's factor this out to see. We have u squared minus 3u minus 4 equals to 0. So c is 4. C is negative 4. So possible factor of 4 is negative 1, 4, negative 2, 2. Okay? Because the sign of C is negative, that means factors of C will have opposite sides. If you want to see any of these two factors will add up equal to B, which is negative 3 here. This one is impossible. Look like this is the K. So let's try adding these two. But because b is negative 3, let's see, negative 1 plus 4, we get positive 3. Still not equal to b yet. But you know that if you switch the side, make this positive, make this negative, okay, you would see, so 1 plus negative 4, simplify, you get 1 minus 4, which equal to negative 3, match with b. So you know that the two factors are 1 and negative 4. So let me factor this out. So this can be factored to u plus, and the two factors are 1 and negative 4, okay? Which come from here. Simplify, we get u plus 1 times u plus times negative is negative 4. So replacing these two factors for this trinomial here, I get u plus 1 times u minus 4 equal to 0. We can use the principle of 0 to factor this out. So either u plus 1 equal to 0 or u minus 4 equal to 0 by the principle of 0. Alright. So to solve for u, you subtract 1 on both sides. So u, this is 0, equal to 0 subtract 1 is negative 1. Or to solve for u, you add 4 on both sides. Use. So let's see. Negative 4 plus 4 is 0. 0 plus 4 is 4. So you have two solutions here. U is equal to negative 1 or u is equal to 4. Now, we're given the equation in terms of x, not u. So make sure you know that you're not done yet. Make sure you convert u to x. So we're given here u is equal to negative 1 or u is equal to 4. Okay? And we know that u is equal to square root of x. So replace square root of x for u equal to negative 1 or square root of x equal to 4. Okay? To solve for x, you will square both sides. Okay? So to solve for x, you square on both sides. So this becomes x equal to 1, and this equal to x equal to 16. So you have two possible solutions. Now let's check the solution, because once you square it, you don't know that if you change the answer. So checks. I'm going to check this solution. So x equal 1, replace x equal 1 to the equation. Minus 4. Okay, so x is 1 minus 3, square root of 1 minus 4. So 1 is 1 minus square root of 1 is 1. 3 times 1 is 3. Minus 4 equals 0. Simplify, you get 1 minus 3 is negative 2. Negative 2 subtract negative 4 is negative 6. And this is false, okay, because a negative value is not equal to 0. So you say x equal 1 is not a solution. Now we have one more solution, so let's check it. So replace to the original equation. Minus 4 equal to 0. Replace 16 for x. Square root of 16 minus 4. Okay? And then simplify 16 and negative 4 you can simplify. 16 subtract 4 is 12. Minus 3, square root of 16, you can rewriting this as 4 square. I want to rewriting this because I want the exponent 2 match with the index 2 here, so that I can simplify this radical. So 4 squared take square root is equal to 4. Okay? So 12 minus 3 times 4 is 12. Simplify, it's 12 minus 12 is 0. So 0 is equal to 0. So that means this is true. So this is true because it's a true statement. That means x equal to 16 is a solution to this equation. So when you solve this equation, it turns out there's only one solution, and the solution is x equals 16.